Well now folks, it's all about the Miller GTX. This is a really innovative product that Miller's brought in for the heavier excavator range. Now the things that really we need to concentrate with the GTX range is the fact that this range of quick coupler is actually a lot lighter. That means that this excavator doesn't have to put as much power in to lift and use the bucket. It's also been designed in an innovative casting, which has been put together by all the experts here at Miller, so that it means that this quick coupler adds more force into this bucket and the attachments it's working with. That's really significant because we know we need to have a lot more efficiency and productivity within the industry. Now you may have noticed folks that I've switched sides on this one, and this is what this is all about with the GTX range. It's all about those people that already have a Miller hitch realizing why they should switch out to another one, and also if you're looking for a new one, why you should switch your preference to the GTX. And why is that? Well, I've got Barry here who's going to tell me all about it. Barry, this is a brand new product from Miller. You have been developing quick couplers for a long time now. Tell me a little bit about the design, and this is a new casting as well, isn't it?
It's completely new, Peter. If you think about this as it's been completely redesigned from the ground upwards, from over the power latch. We've looked at it's really a new era for our quick couplers from the hex range.
And Barry, one of the big revolutions, and follow me folks, because we're coming round here now. Right, one of these big innovations that you've brought into this here is got nothing, folks, to do with construction. It's got to do with aerospace.
Yes.
And that is really exciting. And this is what I've always wanted to see in the construction industry, learning from other sectors that innovate. Inside here, folks, is aerospace technology that I know nothing about. Barry, you've got to tell me. I'm in the suspense here. What is going on inside here and this innovation?
Yeah, I mean, we challenged our design experts and we said, let's take a look at the RAM. What sort of technology can we do that's going to deliver some real clean reliability elements for that RAM? And what they've done is they've taken aircraft technology. We've taken the gas strut that is used on a landing plane, on the landing equipment. And what we've done is we've built that technology into the RAM.
You have landed an innovation from another industry that means that this can be reduced in size, means it's got the power within the actual design. And of course, folks, landing gear, it's all been tried and tested, hasn't it? We certainly don't want that to fail. So that's about reliability, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, if you just take a look into that coupler now, you'll have seen that we've stripped away all of the internal components that you may have associated with our power latch. We've really kept it simple. You know, the least moving parts in there is the least things to go wrong. So you've actually only now got 4 replaceable parts in this coupler.
And that's fantastic, folks. So this is really why this is one of those switch moments, isn't it? Because also, let's come round the back of this quick coupler and take a look at probably the most important part, Barry, of any quick coupler, and that is actually the latch and how that works.
Yeah.
So we've got fewer components. We've got landing gear ready to land in that bucket that we've got here. And then you've got the latch, which is also a fundamental part of the design, isn't it? Talk to me about that element.
It is. I mean, if you take ISO 13031, you know, the industry standard, there's elements of that you need, especially within the UK. So this is still a twin locking system. You've got the front latch and then you've got the rear hook. And inside of that, we've also got the ISO cylinder, which is where the gas strut comes in. Importantly, I mean, if you were to get a hydraulic failure, what that means is your gas strut within the cylinder will ensure that your bucket remains in a safe location. And that's because you've got the front latch and the rear hook that is still going to be powered on by that gas strut.
So that is safety built in, Barry.
Number one.
That's fail-safe safety built in. Of course, look, this is one end to it, Barry, but for me, it's all about making sure that the operator knows that they're protected and that they've done things right. So let's go and see what happens inside the cab, shall we? And of course, everybody needs a good mate to look after them inside the cab as well. And this is all about the operator. And the MillerMate system is inside here. And you've got a process for how those operators can actually use the quick coupler. Barry, tell me what it's all about.
Okay, well, let's start with the MillerMate. We've got the MillerMate system here, which is an instructional guide for the operator. So when they come to actually change in the buckets, they have to actually go through a step-by-step process. It gives them an easy guide, so you have to then curl the bucket in using the standard safe curl to release procedure, where you curl the bucket, and then you will go through the instructional guides to actually notify that you have done the right steps and labeling you to actually release the bucket safely.
And that's fantastic, folks, because one of the really critical things here, and why the quick coupler is such an innovation, Barry, is all of the accidents that have been on site previously to this. So it's great that the operator's got a mate inside the cab. It's great that you guys have not just thought about the quick coupler, you've thought about the best way and the best procedures in how that should be used on site. So folks, I'm going to leave us now with Barry and his mate inside the cab. So one thing from me is this is all about making a switch to the next generation, the next innovation, isn't it, Barry? And thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter.